Hey guys, it's Natalie. I'm back. Today I'm going to be doing a meet and greet experience video. I met Kalin and Myles at the dedication tour in Milwaukee on April 4th. On the way to the actual venue, called the rave, I had brought my extra general admission ticket with me and went on Twitter and found someone who needed a ticket, and I gave it to her for free, and I got a new friend out of that. I was expecting to be there just on time, but when I got out of the box office area, I asked a security guard what's going on, where does VIP go. He was just saying stuff like, email's wrong, you guys line up at 3:15, they don't know who wrote the email, but the email is wrong. So I had to wait, and then I realized that I forgot my gift for them. I made them a painting that had like lyrics on it from Chase Dreams. And so I called my mom, and she met me at the McDonald's next door. And I was walking, and as I was walking back, I took a picture of the bus, and then I got my picture taken with the bus with the Cam Fam license plate on there. You are, and I'ma dedicate this song to you from my heart. Let's go, let's go. At that time, I went across the street and just stood there for about 10-15 minutes. And then I realized that people were going to line up. So I went over to line up. And then 20 minutes later, that's when they started giving out lanyards. And this is what the lanyard looked like. This is the lanyard. It just says Kalin and Myles and dedication with them on it. It's a pretty flimsy lanyard. And then on the back it just says VIP. Then on the lanyard part it just says Kalin and Myles, the dedication tour. Same on the other side. Then we got into the venue, got security checked, like I had my little bag checked. So as we got closer, like the meet and greet stuff, you would like go through like you'd go past barricades, you'd turn, and then there'd be a line to meet them. Merch was back here, and then you'd go through like this little thing, and they'd be right there by the backdrop and stuff. And so when I was about 20 people away from meeting them, I went to go get merch. I got this t-shirt. It says Kalin and Myles. And then on the back it just has the tour dates in like red, or like red blocking and white lettering. And this cost $30. And then I got this jersey. It says Myles on the back with 18. And then up front it says K&M, and this cost $50. When I got in to meet them, I handed Myles my painting, because Kalin was like standing like enough room away for like if I just wanted to like go into the picture right away or something. But while Myles, he was like staring at the painting. When I gave him that, I went over to hug Kalin, and he said, I said, I love you so much. And he grabbed my face and like made me look up to him. And then he like went in to whisper in my ear and said, no, I gotta tell you something. And then that's when he whispered in my ear and said, I love you more than you love me, more than you'll ever know. And that just kind of like melted my heart. I waited for Myles to hand someone the painting. He asked me if I made it. I said yes. And to the guy that he was handing the stuff to, he went, this is hard. I like it. And I don't know what hard means, but okay. And then when I was hugging Myles, I told him I loved him. And he said, thank you so much. I love it. Thanks for coming. I love you too. Got into my picture. And the one thing I wish I could have changed was taken off my purse. But otherwise, I feel like the picture turned out great. I left and got my spot over by, I was in row 3, 2.5-ish. Like, there weren't set rows, but like rows of people. I had a really good view. Bring it back, let me make it clear. We out here, man. Let me do my... And Cam Kicking began, I like wasn't exactly expecting Cam kicking it to be as funny as it was. There were a couple questions that were just like, oh, can you give a shout out to this person and this person? And there was one like, how did you guys meet? That one was a good one. She asked about if they had ever met Jack and Jack and if they were going to collab with them ever, which would be awesome if they did, because Jack and Jack are awesome too. After a while, they were done with questions, and then Myles went into the crowd, not into the crowd, but like in front of the barricade, and took pictures with a couple of people, and then they had to leave. And when general admission came in, it was bad. Like, they were pushing so much. Like, when the opening act, Derek, came on, we had good spacing in between us until general admission came, and when Derek came on, everyone went whoosh and like into each other, and everyone felt like they were grinding on each other. Like, I was like standing still, because where I was standing, it was straight. Like, the actual room we were in, for the first 2 rows, you would stand on the straight, and then there'd be an incline towards there. So it'd be like that, and then the rest was like flat floor. And I was standing on the incline the whole time, so that hurt a lot. When that happened, I'm just like, okay, this is not going to be good. When the next act came on, everyone seemed to calm down a bit. And then when Kalin and Myles came on, there was a little bit of pushing, but not as much as I thought there was going to be. I say this about like every concert I go to. It was one of the best concerts I've ever been to. You could just tell that they liked what they were doing. Like, they weren't miserable. They loved what they are doing. But the concert ended way too fast. Like, not actually way too fast, but in my mind, it went way too fast. Like, they got off, and I felt like it went by in 20 minutes when it was a good 3-hour concert altogether. So I got out quickly as possible to go by the bus and meet the girl that I gave the ticket to. We met and waited for Kalin and Myles to come out and meet people. Myles came out first, took pictures with a couple girls, went in. Kalin came out. Security was telling him, no, you can't do this, you can't do this, and he goes, oh, well, I'll just run and take pictures. And so he got to about 3 or 4 girls away, and then he left from where I was and the friend that I met. Myles came out again, got a couple more pictures, and got a picture with the girl that I met. Left again. He went into the building again, not into the bus. And then the security guards were like, oh, everyone has to go home and stuff. When that's actually only a way to get the people that, like, they need to cut down the number. Because there were 100 girls out there. Got knocked down to about 75, 50. And then a couple more girls left, and then Kalin came back out. And there was just a group of about 30, 40 girls at that time. It took a while to get his attention, but it was good. Like, he was talking to some other girls. He would talk to them for a while. But when my mom showed up to pick me up, since I can't drive yet, I knew I wasn't leaving without getting a picture with Kalin. I just knew it. I finally got his attention. I was like playing with his hood, and I'm like, oh, this is bothering me and stuff. And he didn't turn around for that. And then I just like tapped his shoulder, and I'm like, I have to leave. And he goes, bye. And I'm like, are you serious? No, now you have to give me a hug for that. So I gave him a big hug, and for the picture, he like put his head on my head like this and like smiled. And then when the picture was taken, it turned out blurry. So when he was about to pull away, I'm like, nope, it's blurry, you gotta take another one. And so we took another one. And then I left really fast, and I regret it so much. Because on my way home, I then got a text from the girl that I met, saying, it said, I told Kalin that you gave me my ticket for tonight, and he goes, well, where'd she go? You should have said it when she was here so I couldn't make a big deal and bless her. Like, I wish I just stayed there for an extra minute. Like, it was, but what can I do about it now? Now I will insert the video. See ya.